welcome back. This episode will be a little bit different. We are going to take the bus and go on a road trip to one of the other stores that I have made. This one is called Cmart. This store was around Christmas time. I haven't actually been back since, so it'll still have all its Christmas decorations up. So we'll see you there. So here we are at the front of Cmart. This store is the store that I was running around Christmas time, trying to make it look as functional as possible. So we'll start from the outside. This just goes to the receiving bay, which is there. A little outdoor sort of seating area there. Have a rest for the staff. Here is designed for the truck to be able to turn around. We won't go through that door, we'll go through the front door. And yes, so in here is where we have the car park. Up here is where I built the trolley bay. As you can see, all the Christmas decorations are still set up as it was Christmas the last time I was here. Then we go in. So we have the homeware department here. You got the promotional Christmas stuff that's currently on sale there. And then just the standard home stuff as you're going through here. We've got the registers on this side. Please pay here. Merry Christmas from Cmart. And we've got the 3 registers. Very basic. Then we got just a little drink fridge there. Here is the impulse. So, as you can see, there's actually Christmas decoration data stripping along here. I'll show you in build mode them. And then over here, you'll have the clothing area. So this is the clothing department, again, decorated for Christmas. The little beauty stuff here, sunscreen on the end, footwear along the back wall, and then you've got all the clothing through here. Over here was the Christmas tree, and then you got the Wish Upon a Star donation, which is just here. Then over here you have the kids department. Now, because there are no toys in the game currently, I decided that the kids department would be more of along the lines of food. So I've gone more of like the candy side of things. So you got all this candy here, chips, big chocolate back wall, and then all the hanging candy. Now, when I first built this store, all this technology stuff wasn't actually in the game yet. So when that did get released, I decided just to knock out the wall and build a service desk. So I made it so this is where you'll do laybys, returns, stuff like that. Here's the shelving. So in front would be all the high value stuff, which we have here. A team member manned at all times, keeping an eye on that stuff from theft. Now we go at the back, you've got the roller door. You've got the warning on the floor so people know not to leave any pallets or leave anything there. You got the receiving bay desk with the receiving bay computer. Got a little pallet jack that I built. You got fixtures that aren't being used that I've just dragged out the back and left here. And then you got the fixtures here. Now, as you can see, they are looking quite full. I'll get to that as we get past here. So, we've got the fill-in process board here, setting people up for the team member of the quarter, the newsletter, all the stretches, safety notes, and how long it should take them to be filling their cages. Here we have the team room. So we've got the sliding door. Team has a nice little table tennis table to play with. You got the kitchen, microwave. You've got everything here, the fridge, all that, and then again, you've just got the toilets, which would look very familiar to the toilets from where we come from. Oh yeah, I even put that there. Then we make our way into the manager's office. So in here, we have the equipment stand, we have the home department manager's desk, the clothing department manager's desk, kids department manager's desk, or I guess the kids zone, clothing zone, home zone. You've got the computer that is designated just for the training for the team. We've got all of our figures up on the board. So sales from last year, everything that we need to be making. So the green means that we've made sales, we've beaten. So last year's daily sales, Monday last year was only that. This year was that. So absolutely smashing it. And then we've got the store manager's room, which is just here. Now I'll show you what I was talking about. The fixtures looking like they're quite full. When we go out here. So because it was Christmas, I ordered a lot more stock than what my store could actually fit, trying to maximize sales as much as possible. So needed to build a little shipping container out here, just so I could store all my excess stock in for now. So that is Cmart. So here we are in build mode. We'll give you a bit more of an idea of what the store looks like and how I put it all together. So trolley bay here, very much something that I need to build at the square, but I've built it that many times and I'm sort of putting it off. So this is very, very basic. As you can see, got the circles here that just add that nice little rounded part. And it's just simple shapes. Again, car park is just a black concrete. The lines are, again, just the white lines. Did have a car built here. Don't actually know what happened to that car. That's actually interesting. So, not sure about that. This is simple. Just using the build walls. Add the little windows at the top of the back of house just to add that little bit extra light in. These, they're just, the tree house there, it's the same as that. The attempt to make it look like grass, again, just shapes. So, I believe these are, yeah, so it's the matte metal in green. Try to make it look a little bit like turf or something. To make it look like a roller door, it's just painting. So we go to paint walls. That's all it is. That again, it's just a shape. Got the lights. Got all out here. Then we have what I try to make look like a pallet jack. So I've just got circles that squished up to make it look like wheels. I've combined a few of them together. Level that out. You got two of them together just to give that width. You go up to here. Got here to try and make the handle. Desk, very much like any other desk that I've shown. Very simple. Same as over here. Now this here, because you can't have open cutouts like this when you put walls, these are, again, this side, for just shapes. So all of these are, well, they're signs, but you'll see they're all, let me go here. So I believe that there is actually, sorry, an open cutout. I lied. But in order to get some of it working, I've had to use shapes to sort of cover that in. What I had that mistaken with was here. So in order to build these walls, this is technically one big area, and I have used shapes. So that's a normal wall that I've just painted. But here, because you can't have, I didn't want a door. I just wanted it to be a doorway. So I built this to make it look like a little sliding door. And then you go into here, and then same as here, because I wanted an open door into the bathroom, and I don't think bathrooms should have glass doors, even though they do at the Colossal Square. But that's because they're the only doors I can work with for external doors. Where inside, using shapes, I can get around that. And we've got table tennis table. As you can see, it's very hard to get once I've placed them, but all the shapes. Down here again, multiple different shapes. And then you got the microwave, and then the fridge. And bathroom, same as at Colossal Square, no real difference. So yeah. Then we go over into the manager's office, and same thing, very basic desks. Got the computers that you've seen before. So all in here is very basic. I've used shapes here just to build the outline of the board, and then I've used the signs that you can write on to do all of that. So then anytime I'm in build mode, I can come in here, I can sit here and change any of that. Then we've got signs, and then in here, same thing, shapes. And then a basic desk again. So you'll see with here, go this side, make it better. Out here's blue, come in here, pink, come in here, different shade of blue. So it's just doubling up the shapes so you can have different colors and different sides. Then here, I've actually, to try and have the roof not so high, I didn't want it as high as the standard roof went, which would be up to here, but I also didn't want it as low as the next level goes. So I built all this here just to give it that little bit extra. If we do this now, you'll see here it all is here, and this is what all here looks like when the roof's not visible. You can really see all the different shapes used. So I did the same thing in there with that. Instead of, we go into here, so that's how high the normal roof is, which I didn't want to do for out here, so I drop that. We've got a little decorative entrance part there. Now, what I was saying with these, so these are just signs. So these are just signs that I have created and put in just to add, you know, the gondola top ends, the gondola wings. You've got the Christmas side, but then, you know, you've got the ones that are there all year for the game stuff. And then what I was saying with this stuff is, you can see it popping up now, each of these there. So each of them is actually a sign that I have created, and then I sat there and resized it to make it as thin as possible to fit on the shelves to make it look like data stripping. So you can see they don't sit 100% perfect, but see that? But when you're looking from here and walking around, they look pretty perfect. Did the same thing over here. You got the sign on top, and then you got the big data strip in there. The idea is each, you know, Christmas, I was going to do one for back to school, but I wasn't playing at around that time. But I'll probably end up coming back doing one for, might not use it in this store, might use it at the square. Do one for Easter, Halloween, Christmas again. Oh, and then over here we've got very thin line, which has the hanging decorations there. Just add that little bit extra. Okay. That is, oh sorry, not Colossal Square. That is Cmart, which I may end up building a Cmart at the square. See how it goes. I've only got 2 more rooms for the larger stores. I feel like one of them probably needs to be a grocer, but as I'm not too fond of making grocery stores, I'll see, maybe I can just do a small little grocer inside the arcade in one of the larger rooms in there, but we'll see how we go. Alright, thank you for watching and have a good day. Welcome back to the office. So I thought that it was a bit odd if I didn't actually show the square in a Colossal Square video. So I decided that I would show the little upgrades that I've done to the Patriot store. So we'll head there now. It is actually snowing outside. But as we approach, start from the outside, you can see changes already. We have the opening hours sign. Let me go inside. So the register area is somewhat done, not fully complete, but this is it for now. We've got the gift cards over here. We've got shelving here. You can put returns on. Rail there so you can hang stuff. Up here you got more storage. We've got click and collect here. So they'll come here instead of lining up here, getting in people's ways. We have some display here, another one up here. That's where the protein wall is. The other wall is all built in there. This has been changed to look like a running track to more suit the wall that has running shoes on it. Got the sign there, makes it a little bit more prominent. Over here looks a bit weird. The idea is that there's balls, whether they're basketballs, soccer balls, but they're there just to fill the space now until more stuff comes. Then we've got the shoe wall, the displays and brands. Over here, the casual shoes. Here we've added just a bit of trimming just to make it look a little bit more than what it was. Currently these are empty, but they'll just be little sizing charts, help customers know their sizes. And then we make our way to this corner, which you've got the brand signs above their brands. So that is the Patriot store so far. Nothing to show at the back, haven't done anything at the back yet. But this is what it currently looks like. Again, there will be a lot more detail coming, a lot more things added, but this is just a small little updates that have happened to the Patriot store for now. Oh, I will see you in build mode. So here we are at Patriot in the build mode. So, of course, at there, just a sign. Then we go inside. So, again, you can see what each thing is made out of. Quite simple signs and shapes. Then we go around. This was just a real quick one, just to show sort of how it's all been made. There we go. So that is Patriot for now. I still will be adding a lot more, especially when the decorations come in. A lot's going to be getting added to here. And I still need to set up all out the back since it's still very bare bones and just laid out so I remember what I'm doing. So, hope you enjoyed this one and have a good day.